Greetings, scholars. Today is Friday. It's our free creative learning day. So, at first, I want to have a talk with you all. Alaska always says, Miss K, is it a bad talk? It's not a bad talk. I just want to tell you all how proud I am of each and every one of you. I am so proud of you. When I got word last Friday that we would have to shut down due to the coronavirus crisis, I was just thinking, I need to be there for my students and I need to be there for them daily. Somehow, some way, I need to be connected to them. And the YouTube videos was the only way I knew to do it. And we had to switch to IXL curriculum. I cannot tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. Each and every one of you have risen to the occasion. As you can tell from this week, being an online student is very different from being an in-class student. And it's something that you're with joining a million students all across America who have had to transition to online because of this coronavirus crisis. Also, like I said before, millions of students before this have chosen to be online students, but it was their choice. You all didn't have a choice, and yet you have risen to the occasion, and I'm so proud of you. So, I got some good news from my Excel. I got a certificate that I'm going to send out through emails to your parents. You all have answered 5,000 questions. When I saw that certificate, I I was speechless. Awesome sauce. Yeah, you could say, yeah, Miss K, that's we have no other choice. We have to do IXL. That's why we got so many questions. You could look at it that way, but keep in mind, as an online student, you have a lot of freedom. You don't have to do what I'm assigning you all to do, but yet you've done it. And I'm so proud of you. So today I'm going to give shout outs to everyone. Let's start with Sierra. Sierra, shout out to you. I see you. You report to your virtual classroom like at 9 in the evening before class even starts. So you're always the first one to report at 9 o'clock in the evening before class even starts. So I love it and I'm seeing you. Shout out to Henry. You are always saying, I'm here, and you give me updates on how your day went. So I'm loving it. Keep up, keep giving me the updates to tell me how your day went. And shout out to James. James, you're doing great. Shout out to Micah A. You're doing great. You're awesome. Shout out to Noah Yates. You're doing great. Shout out to Kenzo. I see you. You're doing wonderful, Kenzie. Shout out to Cortland. You're doing great. Great job. I think that's all the fourth graders. Now we're going to my fifth grade class. Shout out to Gabby Dobson. You're doing great, Gabby. Keep up the good work. You're still my class assistant. You're doing great. Awesome. Shout out to Micah GG. You're doing great, Micah Goodlow. I love seeing you report into class. And shout out to Alaska. You're doing awesome, Alaska. So I just want to shout out to everyone in the class and say happy Friday. Okay, so today, you know how Fridays go, class. So it's no different in our virtual classroom. This is where we're able to do free learning, creative learning. So today we're going to start off with our writer's lab. Okay, so we're going to answer some questions that are going on today. My class, my students in Latin America always want to know, how are your students handling this coronavirus crisis? And I want you all to know that my students in Latin America are also going through the coronavirus crisis. Schools have closed in Latin America. Cases have propped up in Latin America. It's happening all over the world. That's why it's called a pandemic. So they are dealing with the same thing, and they want to know how you all are dealing with it. I said, you know what? I haven't asked them. So in Writer's Lab, I'm asking you, how is the coronavirus affecting you? How are you dealing with being now an online student, a distant learner? How are you social distancing yourself to stop the spread of the coronavirus? I want to know your thoughts. You all know that I'm an advocate for children sharing your thoughts. You know that we were about to have a Malala Day. You know Malala is an advocate for children, and she believes in children all over the world getting education. She also believes in the freedom of children should express their thoughts. You know, on Fridays, I open up the discussion. I want to hear from you all. And so, children matter. Like I said, this is history. This is going to go in the history books. You all, after I'm long gone and passed away, you all will be the generation that remains. You all have a story to tell. Make no mistake about it. You have a story to tell, and your feelings matter. This is a huge transition. This is a transition. You're now an online student, you're a distant learner by not your choice. You didn't choose this. This happened to you. I want to know your feelings so that you're going to write in Writer's Lab. Be honest and write. When I was your age, I wrote. That was my freedom. Because oftentimes no one wants to hear from children. But I learned that my voice was through writing. And I realized that's my freedom through the pen. I could write and express myself. I want you all to do the same. I already told you not everyone is a spectacular writer. That's fine. Not everyone is, but you could share your thoughts with this writing exercise. And then our next exercise, we're going to do some virtual traveling. All right, so fourth graders, you're taking Colombia. Fifth graders, you're taking Brazil. What you're going to do is you're going to look up, go to Google Images and look up a map of Colombia, and look up a map of Brazil. The map must have cities. The map must have cities. On a piece of paper, once you look up your map, you're going to write down all the cities of Colombia, all the cities of Brazil. Okay? And then you're going to pick which city you would like to do virtual traveling to. Then once you pick your city, you're going to go to Google Earth, and you're going to virtually travel to that city for that day. Once you travel to that city, you might pick a church, you might pick a park, you might pick a stadium. Whatever you pick, you're going to write a nice detailed paragraph of where you visited. Okay? We're eventually going to, this is the first step in our research. I told you we did the Black and Latin America series for a reason. Where this is just the beginning of the research. You all, there's a significant Afro Latino population in Colombia and in Brazil. Fifth graders, I'm just telling you, there is a city, no, a state, I think it's the state Salvador in Brazil. Brazil is 52% black. It has the largest black population outside of Africa. So we've talked about that. But there's a state, Salvador, that is, I want to say 90% black. It's a whole state, Salvador. And I think the city is Bahia. I'm not sure. You're going to research that. But it starts with a B. And you're going to research all of that. That's just, you don't have to pick Salvador. You could pick any city you want, fifth graders. Same with fourth graders. You could pick any city you want. It's up to you. But whatever city you pick, you're going to virtually travel there through Google Earth. Please, with Google Earth, you do have to use Chrome. It works best with Chrome. Okay, so after you travel to your city, you're going to do a virtual field trip. Yes, I planned a virtual field trip for you all. We're going to the Holy Land tomorrow. So, there's going to be a link. You click on the link and we are all going to the Holy Land tomorrow. Take your time. It's a long virtual field trip. I want you to take your time. The Holy Land is where Jesus walked. It's the land of Jesus. That's the Holy Land. So you're going to do virtual travel there. And there's a link. You just go on there and take your time and we're going to the Holy Land tomorrow through our virtual field trip. Every Friday now we'll have a virtual field trip. I'm not going to tell you what they are in the future. It's just going to be a surprise each Friday. So our first virtual field trip this Friday is we're all going to the Holy Land. And that's it for today. You know how we do on Fridays. It's creative learning. It's where we just explore all possibilities of education because I believe education is outside of the borders of the classroom. That's the biggest part of education. So that is what our Fridays are about. We're going outside of the traditional borders of the classroom and we're just going to learn. So we're doing Writer's Lab. Second, and this is fourth and fifth graders. You know, we all do the same thing on Friday. We're doing Writer's Lab. We're going to express ourselves. Then we're going to go to cities in Colombia and cities in Brazil. Then after that, we're going to go to the Holy Land through virtual travel. So that is it for our Friday. And I just want you all to pray and trust God. And we are going to get through this with God's help. Also, did I tell you about your IXL certificate? I'm so proud of you all. 5,000 questions. I want us to have like a pizza party at CC's or Stevie B's, but with the social distancing, I don't know if that's possible. I would have to see, but I would love for us to meet up and have lunch and celebrate our IXL success. But again, with the social distancing, I don't know if that's possible, but we will see. Who knows? So, happy Friday. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you. Bye.